Hello Virgo and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of July. Apply in July is what I'm calling it, and it's applying your joyous energy as you go forward of what you learn in how to be happy in June, from joyous June to apply in July. And the collective reading which I did was all about that. Let's just see what's going on with you for this overall energy for this week here. Stepping into a brand new paradigm. Yeah, I think this is all to do with as well you in your autumn period. So you're in the last 3 months before your birthday. Your birthday coming up in August, obviously. That's when your birthday season starts. And, in the last 3 months, we reflect about the past and move on to the future. And it's all about constructing your future at the moment, this month here. And it's applying that within you in order to construct the future, the year that you want to be living next year. So it could be to do with relationships, as much to do with your work. Whatever it is, it's just applying yourself as you go forward. In your karmic mission on your relationship side, we have the Seven of Pentacles. A real transitional moment. It's the revelation. So you're going to be revealing a lot about your emotions. Yes, you're going to be stepping into that last month before your birthday during this period here. And that is very much the last month before our birthday season. Tends to be a very emotional time. Where we look at what emotionally we've done in the past year and what we want to do in the new year, and nurturing that within you, getting it set within you before you apply it in the outside world. So applying it to you and yourself is going to be really good going forward. We got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. We got the Six of Cups here. In the first week, I think this is where you're going to start reflecting of what has been going on in the past, what's happened in the past, in order to open up your future. And you can build upon certain things, and there's certain things you can let go of. But it's like you're offering that old year is offering that new coming year, the joy and the flowers, the scented beauty of the past year, in order to maximize your joys and your happiness going forward in the future year. So in the first week of July, you may be assessing situations a lot within your world around you, within your emotional sort of side. And the moment you start doing that, obviously it's going to come in quickly. In the second week in July, things are going to move on with that assessment and that realization of what has really worked for you in the past and what's going to work for you in the future. All of a sudden, in the second week, you're going to feel like you're going to get spurt on, and things are going to free themselves up, I feel. Within situations that might have been complicated in the past, they just unknot themselves, and it frees themselves up, so it allows you a lot of space to move forward into the relationships or the emotional sort of states that you wish to experience going forward. And in the second week, you're going to open up to that very, very quickly, there is a little bit of a caveat here, and I would just be careful. Don't run before you can walk. In certain instances, just don't run too far. Don't get ahead of yourself in a way in the second week of July. Allow these victories to come in, to almost allow the wave to take you forward rather than you running in front of the wave. That's what I'm sort of saying. That's the sort of a little bit of a warning on that sort of side of things. And you get the Nine of Wands here. Yes, this is very much an earth sign sort of situation up here. I think everybody's got it, including the collective as well. Realizing, and this is where the healthy boundaries, when things free up and you start getting a lot of victories and things start moving on in the second week, in the third week, you may realize that there's certain relationships that are around you, certain emotions that are around you, that need to be lessons understood from the past that you can use as a healthy boundaries as you go forward. But whatever it is, You should take that staff there, because even within the 6 and the 7 of Pentacles there, that revelation number, that realization of the moment with that 1 pentacle there, he's leaning on the staff. That is his passionate pathway to go forward. And that's what the 9 of Wands is also taking forward. They're taking that passion, going forward and learning about the lessons of the past, so you can have a really good year, or very constructive year, emotionally, relationship wise. This could be with family, friends, community, as much as with your ongoing relationship or a new relationship that you decide to have. With the 4th week, you get the King of Swords. Yeah, a very clear definition about what you want. It's almost things are starting to crystallize within you in regards to your relationships, and it's through judgment, and that is what the 9 of Wands will help you do. Through judgment, you will have a clear vision going forward. You would have judged situations that that you can move on from and move towards much more happier climates in the future, or move into positions where you feel a lot more comfortable within the relationships that are around you. And it seems to be straightforward. It's straight ahead. It's moving into that new paradigm, moving into that logical evolution, that common sense sort of direction. In the financial sort of side, this is also in your autumn period, in the last 2 months before your autumn period. That's when we sort out the material side of life, of what we've been doing over the last year, what we'd like to do in the coming year. And here is like, there's obviously decisions that you have made that you've got to take a bit of a leap of faith, and it's within your karmic path in order to take this leap of faith, to apply those decisions in your life, that said, okay, I want to open this business, or I want this type of job. And this is the month where you can really start trying things out. It is a bit of a leap of faith. It won't always go perfectly for you, but it will produce results for you, and it will produce understanding. So the first time you approach something, it may not be exact, but the second time you approach it, it will be perfect, because you would have learned a lot. And it's basically, and this is quite difficult for Virgo, it's taking that leap of faith of just going ahead and doing it, basically. There's no time like the present. Just go ahead and do it. I think you really, really get the best out of it. In the first week, on your material side, you have the 2 of Pentacles, and this was in the collective reading in the overall energies here. And I think this is where you've got to concentrate on those decisions that you've made in the past and take that leap of faith, and then start applying them in your life. Don't get diverted onto multitude of different avenues in your life. Concentrate on what is productive for you, what's working for you, basically, in the first week. I think it will bring you a lot more benefits as you go forward. With the I thought you had another page around, but you got the Page of Swords here. So the Page of Swords is opening that pathway. As I said, with the leap of faith, with the Fool, it's the start of a journey. It's the start of a new paradigm for you. This leap of faith is almost, it's a very calculated leap of faith. You have this Page of Swords in the second week, which is opening the pathway through clear mental vision of how to do it. So the Page of Swords takes the sword and sort of like cuts through the mist, so you can see your path. But it's a very mental energy. It's a very calculative energy. Calculative in a very nice way, not in a negative way. And in the second week, you will be opening up that path to your future. It will look really good for you. If you concentrate on one thing at a time, do not get pulled from pillar to post into too many different things. Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. Certainly on your financial side here, I think there's a lot of decisions that have already been made within you. And they may have been made long time ago. And now is the time to apply the new decisions. It's now the time to, start that business. or apply for those jobs, or buy that house to start that project. But whatever it is, that is your passionate journey that's opening up for you. And in the third week here, I think it's like the let's go moment. And yeah, you can really step into your power. Once you start the journey, the understanding of the past, and this is what the autumn period is about. As I say, sometimes you may present things in a way that within the collective world doesn't quite fit. But then that's trying it out and then setting it up for another, then sort of taking it back, saying, okay, if I turn it around here like that, okay, yeah, that fits a lot better, that works. And the Hermit card is about that. It's learning every side of the situation. And when they've learned every side of the situation, the Hermit can then grasp the real possibilities of obtaining their dreams and aspirations, because it is their guiding star. Their dreams and aspirations is what the Hermit has put in that lantern there. He's seized upon it after he's done a very long path of seeing the dark side or the shadow side of Sun Self, the sunny side, the sunrise, sunset of the mountain that he's gone up to in order to get that star. And heading off in that direction is going to be really important for you, and steady and sure progress within your material path. And by the end of the month, it looks like there's a lot of things that dovetail into one here. And it's almost by the beginning of August, it's like I now know exactly what I should be doing. And this is what the stepping into the new paradigm is all about. And that logical evolution that I've been talking about for the last sort of 9 months. All of a sudden, you're going to be able to really be in a position to apply that in your coming year. So July is that moment of application. The Empress, everybody's been getting the Empress, and quite a few people have got it in the here anyway as well. And it is in this new paradigm is creating something new. The opportunities are there, and the opportunities are vast. The possibilities are vast, simply because you've had a control over your emotions and you realize what you want out of it. And it's sent you into a new paradigm where all of a sudden you're going to, you can give birth to a whole new world, a whole new cycle within your life. And the overall energy is encouraging that within you. With the Seven of Pentacles, nurturing a future from something that is dead, done and dusted with, over with. It's, you're no longer tied to the past, tied to painful things in the past. And that's why you're nurturing a better future. So you don't have to go through the pain or the difficulty of any past relationships. And just letting go of it as you nurture a future which is a lot better for you by the looks of things, and a lot more clear cut, with less cloak and dagger sort of scenarios within your relationships. It's a lot more sort of like open and honest. Let's see what we got with the Six of Cups. Yeah, your call to mission, I think, in the first week here is realizing where you've come from the past and where you're going into the future. And this is calling you to your future, to your righteous place of where you should be going. The Knight of Swords, as I say, Knight of Cups, it is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is leading you onto the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords is securing that path in order for that King of Swords to come to the fore, which will then give you that clear path going forward. With the Chariot, this is the Four of Wands, which you have on your overall energy. This is where it's coming through. I think it's through that realizations of the past and realizing of what you want out of life is going to open that door to that new relationship, which could lead to marriage, could lead to a really long-term, and it could go very quickly. You could be in Vegas and the person could turn around to you and sort of say, let's just get married. And you're going to go, yeah, let's do it. Because it's very clear to you about moving on from the difficult times of the past. You know, so yeah, it's coming in quickly, this new change, this paradigm shift that we've all been going through in the collective, and now it's coming home to roost within your life. With the 9 of Wands, you get the 7 of Wands. I think this is a realization as well, according to the difficult past of the 10 of Swords, that it's done and dusted with, it's finished with, and you're nurturing a really solid, beautiful future. And with this 7 of Wands, it's all about making sure that you are secure without blocking people out. And I think this is it's a clear message here of sort of saying, making sure you're safe, but without the detriment of others. So, you know, and not allowing people to trample over you and stuff like that. That's very straightforward. But at the same time, because they're trying to trample on you, don't trample on them. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about here. And it's with that realization there, it's going to make you incredibly strong, incredibly desirable as well by other people that are around you. I think you're going to have a lot of people kind of going, Virgo, I wish I was with the Virgo sort of scenario. With the King of Swords, we get the Ace of Wands. We got the Ace of Wands on the far side, out with the old and in with the new. A very clear vision of where you're supposed to be going. And you're going on with a lot of passion into your life. And that passion comes through there already in that section there. And you're just going to go ahead and live it by the looks of things within your relationships. It could be a way of, meeting someone, a new marriage, moving in with someone. It could be as simple as that. But whatever it is, it's letting go of the past, letting the old go, and letting the new in. It's going to be absolutely brilliant for you. On the karmic message with the Fool, you get the Moon. Yeah, the Fool is about that. The Fool is about going on a journey. It's the start of the tarot. It's 0. It's point 0. It's the beginning and the end of another journey. So it's taking a leap of faith into something completely new. And yet you're not going to be able to see everything, every step along the way. And that's almost the joy about the situation. Not in discovering things along as you go through this journey. And that's what that leap of faith is. The leap of faith of discovering, of you applying what you so desire in your life, will, and how it works out, basically. With the 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, I'm just saying whether you got the 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands around anywhere else. You get the 6 of Wands, concentrating on your success. That is really important for you in the first week. Do not get pulled from pillar to post. Concentrating on your career path, concentrating on your business and your projects. If you concentrate on that, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to sort of like kind of go, no, go away, it'll blow you. Go away. I haven't got time to concentrate on you. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It's more of a case of kind of going, you might have to come back because at the moment I'm really busy. I do apologise. Just because it's going to help you out being very matter of fact about things, and knowing that this victory is coming in because you're putting in the good quality work towards it and opening that path with that Page of Swords. That Page of Swords, it's clarified by the 3 of Swords. I think this is a case of letting go of the emotions. In the collective reading, the 3 of Swords did come out in it came out in the Ace of Wands here, just in the 3rd week. But it's almost, which is, you're opening this path because you no longer want this torment of the past. So if you found it difficult in your career path, in your job or your business and stuff like that, the reason you're opening up to something new is because you want that old past to be ended with. It's been a bit painful that you didn't get the success that you so desired out of things, and which you feel like you should have deserved. But as you realise that, you can let go of the past, open the future, and the future is the Ace of Wands. It's already come out twice now in this, and it's a passionate new path for you that's opening up as you head towards your birthday season. With the Ace of Wands, you get the Eight of Pentacles, good quality work. I think this is where you're realizing here in the first week, saying, I've got to concentrate on my success. I'm not allowed to be deviated from that. My innovative side, which is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is very, very innovative, bringing in ideas and making them, applying them in your life. And don't tear yourself up over them. That's what that is all about. Don't tear yourself up over these ideas either. Some of them you may need to shelf in order to approach them later on. Just don't try and overburden yourself. As you move forward into this new passionate direction that you're taking, you can rely on your good quality work, Virgo, that you do every single time, and you'll get good results out of it. What's going on with the Hermit cards? You get the Five of Swords. Did we not get the Five of Swords elsewhere? No, we didn't. The Five of Swords. I think this is where the Hermit is, as I say, he's seen all sides of the situation, the shadow side of anything else. And I think part and parcel of you concentrating on where you're going, concentrating on your success, will mean that you no longer have to be part of conflictual situations that doesn't really serve you anything. They're not worth winning anymore. So you just got to sort of like not ignore it, but just sort of like recognize it and kind of going, yeah, fine, I don't really have time for that because I'm concentrating on my success. And that's where you've slowly got to grind forward. And as you do, all those conflicts are going to gradually seep away to the past, and they will no longer be part of your future as you go forward. And applying July, that's what I'm calling it. And I think you need to apply a lot this month, Virgo. And it's going to bring you some really clear definition of where you should be going forward. Might even sort of have that sort of marriage sort of proposal coming into you and stuff like that. There you go, Virgo. I hope you did get the best out of this reading. There is the collective reading out, and don't forget, you will have your weekly reading at the weekend. I will see you over there for that. Thank you very much for your support for this channel, in whichever way you support this channel, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. You can even buy me a cup of coffee, which you can find in the links in the description below. There is also a link to private readings if you so desire. I've opened the calendar now. It comes on a first service basis. You reserve the time and the options that you wish in according to your personal readings or a healing, which I do as well. Yes, which you can find linked in the description below. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.